Right, here we go, guys and girls. Welcome back to another episode. We have got Blackburn, so we've taken over at Blackburn. So there's a new save / rebuild, I suppose, if you want to call it that. We haven't got a lot of money, unfortunately. 16 million balance isn't bad, but we've only been given $1 million. We'll get 5.3 million next year. We've got 10 grand to spare in the wage budget. The projection looks okay. Obviously, if we can get promoted, that would be great. That'll get us a bit more money. 185 million in debt there. So that's not ideal. But to be fair, first summer, you're not really going to sign that many players, I don't think. But we'll see. Got to work within the budget, record a top half finish, just be competitive in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. I'm hoping for better than a top half finish. I'm hoping for at least the playoffs, but we'll see. Develop using club youth systems, sign people under the age of 23 and sign from lower domestic leagues. That should be doable. We'll see. I've got a young centre-back who will be getting a lot of game time into. So forge a higher reputation than Burnley, finish up a Preston in the league, and the fans want the playoffs. That's what I want, at least. So, yeah. I think we can do that, hopefully. Starting with QPR, Swansea, then Harrogate in the Carabao Cup first round, and West Brom. That not the easiest to start, quite tough games. But I suppose in the Championship they're all pretty tough games. We'll run into like Watford and Norwich as well, who I expect to be quite high up in the league. We've got a decent team, I think. Good goalie in Kaminsky. Brereton Diaz, good, but he has only got a year left on his contract and he's wanted, so I'm worried that he won't sign a new contract, so we'll have to see. Some really good players, some really good young players. This Dolan looks decent, so he'll have to get some game time. Good speed, good dribbling, looks a threat, doesn't he, on the ball. And Ashley Phillips, who I really like. I think he could be a really good centre-back for us. He's only 17, 6'4". Bristol want him on loan, but we're going to give him some game time definitely this year, so we won't be loaning him out. He's the one player I think we want to build this team around almost. I know he's a centre-back, but you know, he's going to play pretty much every game. He hopefully is going to stay with Blackburn for a lot of years and, you know, eventually be our captain, I suppose, if his leadership's good enough. Predicted 8th. I think when I actually took over in them, it said they were 10th predictions, so it's gone up a bit. But yeah, predicted 8th, which hopefully will be a bit better than that. Brereton Diaz in the team of the year, but the worry is that he might leave. So I'll go make a few transfers and get back to you. Right, 10th of July, we made a few transfers. We've set up the team into the tactic. We're going to start with 4-4-2, and if we'll stay like that, we've got positive mentality, play our defence, work the ball in the box, high tempo, fairly narrow, roll it out, counter press, high press much more often, prevent goalie distribution, get stuck in. None of these players are on special instructions, so yeah, it's an easy enough tactic if you want to try it. Kind of similar to the one I ended up with in Man United, but yeah. But with Dak, Gallagher, Dorsey, Buckley, Travis, Hedges, Larios, Wharton, Phillips, who we want to give game time, Britton, Kaminsky. As you can probably see, we've loaned in Larios and Dorsey from Southampton, who I think look really good players. I'm looking at potentially trying to get Garnacho in as another option. There wasn't very many options down the left in this team, so that was where we needed to strengthen. They've got good players though in centre midfield. Hedges here on the right's a good player, so I think bringing in Larios is a really good left back. Bringing in a Dorsey, possibly somebody else like Garnacho on that wing, gives us a pretty good team. I think there's a nice balance in that team. You know, quite strong and big down the right, quick and agile down the left, so they'll probably look to get further forward, which will mean we'll have to cover them a bit, but Yeah, I think I quite like the balance in that team. We've loaned out a few people. We saw Daniel Ayala. Sorry, I just didn't think he was going to get any game time. I think he had 1 year left on his contract. Phillips is going to play more than him. So, unfortunately, we've had to sell Brereton Diaz, 14.5 million to Southampton. He would be a very, very good player for us, but he wouldn't sign a new contract. And I just thought getting the 14.5 million and then possibly looking to reinvest that is better for us. So as you saw, brought Larius Nadozi in on loan. We've also bought this guy from Norwich, Tony Springer. He's only 19, so he's not going to start, I don't think, but I just think he looks a really good player. I think he's got good potential in the right areas, 5-star potential. So I think he could be a very good player for us. And we brought in this deal, only 300 grand. We're having to loan him out because he couldn't get a work permit, but he's 6'5", kind of playmaker in centre midfield. Again, 5-star potential. I think he could be a really good player. Came from Real Madrid. If you don't know, this is Zidane's son. So Theo Zidane Fernandez. So that's obviously how he got in at Real Madrid. Zidane's unemployed at the moment. But yeah, I think he looks a really good player. Yes, he's not going to play for us now, but hopefully we'll get a work permit for him by January or the end of the season. I think for 300 grand as well, it's not a lot of money. We're still predicted 8th. If anything, our odds have come down. I think it was 21, now it's 25 to 1, and we haven't got anyone in the team 11 now. Brereton Diaz is gone, unfortunately. But that's how we're going to line up, I reckon. You might see Garnacho in, you might see one or two more in. But that's it for now. Alright, here we go with a game against QPR. First game of the season, 30th of July. Quite an early start, isn't it? We've got Dak. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Schmo Dix. That isn't the best name, to be fair. But him up front, I think his first name's Sammy, so we might end up just calling him Sammy. We've got Dozy, Buckley, Travis Hedges, Larius, Wharton, Phillips, Britton and Kaminsky. But yeah, not the best name for my striker. These are the tactics. We haven't changed anything from when I showed you before. So that's what we're going with. Hopefully 4-4-2 works for us. Like I say, I might switch it up. We'll see how we get on. I think if I get into the Premier League, hopefully in a season or two, I probably will have to switch up that tactic because I think it works well when you can control the games a bit more. I suppose when you're probably the worst team in the league, I prefer to go to maybe my back three tactic. I don't know if you've seen that one, but I did release a video on that, so possibly I'll go to something like that. Let me know though in the comments what would you do? Would you go 4-4-2? Do you think that's the right thing for this team? Have you played as Blackburn before? How did you get on? I'd love to know. And also, if you are enjoying this, remember to like and subscribe, please. It really does help me out. As you can see, first game, so we'll just alter these to the way I like them. Should really do that in the preferences beforehand, but I always keep forgetting. Buckley onto Phillips, early highlight. Travis into Sammy, we're calling him Sammy. I don't think I can say that his surname again. Travis to Warren, Hilarious. Dozy's not going to get in. Scott's defender. Easy for the goalie. But not a bad start. I mean, QPR are not a bad team, but if we want any aspirations of playoffs or automatic promotion, we've got to be beating them at home. Sammy trying to get on that. Sammy's actually a really good player, to be fair. I know I haven't shown you his stats, but he is a decent player. Phillips looking over the top for Sammy. If any of you know how to actually pronounce his name, I wouldn't mind knowing. Bradley Dark looking for Sammy's in. Oh, that's a good save from Dieng. Hedges whipping this in. Can't get on it. Hopefully, Phillips from corners will be a threat. Actually, 6'4". Pretty sure, if I remember rightly, in other games he does go to 6'5", and he is just a handful from corners. We win that. Back out to Ilias. Let's get the ball back. One heads out on the Dak, but Dak loses out. UPR just rebuilding here. The Roberts, he smashed that wide. That's lucky for us. QPR's first chance though. Yeah, we're going to change this guy's name. Just so I remember to just call him Sammy from now on. Apparently he's Irish as well. I don't know, it sounded more like a Polish name probably, you know? Didn't think it was an Irish name anyhow. But he's Sammy from now on. Here we go, Buckley with a free kick, looking for Sammy. Right over the top there for a Dozy, just keeping the pressure on. Arias backing him up. The Buckley. It's okay, we'll just reset it a bit. Back to Larius. Can he get round him? Get in Radozi. Into Dark. Oh, that's a good save as well. Only 23 minutes in, but we've had a couple of good chances. I know they've had a good chance as well, though. QPR with a free kick. Mulligan heads that over. Come on, Blackburn, we could do with a win. First game of the season. Hedges took a knock here. Pulled groin. Maybe see if we can get through to half time. He's not playing very well, to be fair, Hedges, but he is a really good player for us. I think he'll do very well this season. Britton down the right into Travis. He's played that all the way back to our goalkeeper Kaminsky. Phillips to Warren to Buckley. He's playing this around in defence. Phillips looks very comfortable. 17-year-old. He's going to be a brilliant player for us. Kaminsky over to Warren. There's actually give that away, Roberts for the chance. There's actually Scott Wharton, who's a really good defender for us. I think his brother, I think we just see Adam Wharton in midfield. He, I think, could be a really good player for us. Actually got 5-star potential, I think. Let's get Springer on for his debut. Probably didn't expect to play him quite this early. As you can see, at doors he's played very well for us, but still at 0-0. Got a corner here. Buckley whipping it in. On to Phillips. Oh, Phillips hits the post. It's unlucky. Probably should have scored. Well, Springer's injured now. I don't know who their left back is, but he's clattering into our players, I think. We'll get Dolan on, get him some game time. Going into half time, 0-0. We've been the better team by far. Got an XG of over 2. We just need Need to put that right in the second half. Put away our chances. Hopefully go and take this game 2-3-0. Maybe. But that might be wishful thinking. Plus QPR do look a little bit dangerous on the break. Seeing Bradley Dax got a 7 rating, but I just haven't seen a lot from him. I think he could be a really important player. Buckley, is he giving away a penalty here? I think he has. We need Kaminsky to come to the rescue. Which he does. Great save. It's not a bad penalty. Good height though for the keeper, but great save from Kaminsky. It's kept us in it. QPR with a corner. Phillips wins that. Right, let's win it back and break. It's the end of the highlight, but still very good save from Kaminsky. 7.9 average now. Dorsey gives that away. Wharton can't win the header. That's a bit disappointing, but Phillips is covering him well. Larius into Dolan. Back to Larius. Just building this up from the back. QPR have got a bit of a press on. I think if we can beat that press, we've got a chance. It's got to go forward. Good ball from Phillips into Dorsey. Travis into Sammy. Back to Phillips, just resetting. Bradley Dark looking for Dolan. Right, we've got to get around him. Over the top for Dorsey. Wins that into Britton. Britton smashes that top corner. That's a great goal from our right back. Debut goal, apparently. Brilliant stuff. QPR just couldn't get near us there. Dolan wins it back quickly. Dark looking for a Dorsey. Dorsey's, I think he's 6'2", so he's good in the air. It's nice to have that outlet, I suppose, isn't it? When if the other team do press you, you can just ping one over the top for a Dorsey. Dolan looking to get in. He's not far away. Just whips that wide of the post. We are the better team now, though. We do deserve to be winning. Although QPR had a penalty, so you probably would argue they deserve to have had a goal at least. Alright, let's make some changes. Adam Wharton on. I think he's only 19, but like I was saying earlier, he looks a really good player. You actually only get 7 substitutes, don't you, in the Championship, so probably more I would have liked on my bench, but we get Rankin Costello on. Him down the right, Dorsey back on the left, where I think he prefers it. Dolan up front. To replace Sammy, who Sammy did alright, to be fair. I think he'll get a few goals for us this season. Larius into Dorsey, looking for Costello. Oh, just puts that over. Always a bit tense, isn't it? 1-0. Do with the second goal. QPR just feel like they're going to get another chance. Just whether they put that away. Get Larius off. No, can't make any more subs apparently. That's because we had the 2 injuries, didn't we? The right wing, unfortunately. Right, last 15 minutes of normal time. We're still 1-0 up. We've had 18 shots, they've had 7 shots. 7 on target for us, 3 on target for them. We've got a better XG, 2.25. They've got 1.44. We've got 56% possession, so we do deserve to win it, but not a lot happened recently, so I don't know if the team are just trying to scrape their way to the 1-0 win. See, 5 minutes to go now. Norwich winning 4-1 against Cardiff. I think they might be favourites for the title this year. Pukki looks a really good player on this actually for the Championship. Heading into injury time almost. 3 minutes of it. Still 1-0 to us. Come on. There goes the final whistle. Britain's wonder goal is the difference. I feel like we deserve more than that, but I'll take it. It's a win. First game of the season. It's shown that the team are playing well too, so I think we'll have a bit of fun this season. Hopefully do quite well. I'll skip through a few days and I'll get you into the next game. Alright, next game here, away to Swansea. We've got Dak, Sammy, Garnacho, Buckley, Travis, Adozi, Larios, Wharton, Phillips, Britton, Kaminsky. As you can tell, Garnacho's coming on loan. I think he looks a good player. We know from the Man United save he turns into a really good player. He looks decent for the Championship, good pace. Hopefully do well for us. Gives us another option as well. See, we weren't the strongest down that left-hand side, but I think that looks quite strong now. And they're all quite flexible, aren't they? With the Dozy, Springett, Garnacho, they can all play in different positions. They don't have to play down the left, so you can actually play with them all in the team. But away at Swansea, which, again, I suppose it's not an easy game, but again, you know, these are the games you need to be winning if you want to be getting into the playoffs or challenging for automatic promotion. So that's what we're going to look to do, hopefully. Travis picked up an early yellow card though. Our battling midfielders, that's not ideal. But Dak wins that back to a Dozy. Can't get past Grimes, unfortunately. We win that back with Wharton. Looking for Sammy. Sammy's not the tallest, but Garnacho gets that back. Travis, Buckley, Bradley, Dak hits one there. Keeper gets it. Quite easy for the keeper, that one. Started well. Oh, Sammy, what's happened there? Oh, I thought he was in there, but then he gave it away and then gave away a foul. Come on. We're looking decent. The pressing's looking good, isn't it? But Carnew's in here. Al Robson, Carnew over the top for Swansea. That's 1-0 to them, is it? No, it's offside. Just called it offside. Must be no VAR in the Championship, I think. Or at Swansea, maybe. Got a bit lucky there. Quite an even game. They're having more possession, which I suppose Swansea do like that, don't they? Kind of historically, but yeah, I thought we would dominate most games with for possession. One then, Travis. Come on, do something with it. He still got it in the dark. Looking for Garnacho. Can he get that across? He can't to Sammy. It's a great goal. Team 1-0. Sammy's off the mark for Blackburn now. We're defending the corner here. It's not bad, Buckley. They've left a Dozy with a lot of space there. Come back to Garnacho. Into Sammy. Our keeper saves it and then defender clears it. Unlucky. It's looking quite a threatening combination there. I suppose they're the two up front who are on attack as well, so they're the two who are going to get furthest forward, aren't they? So nice to see they're linking up. Alan Britton down the right, he's been hacked down. This guy's already on a yellow card. Second yellow. He's been sent off. Happy days. Swansea were looking okay. They look fairly threatening, but that should just give us enough to get through this game. But at 1-0, still you would need another goal. So come on into the second half. Karius into Wharton. Switches that over to Britain. Swansea aren't pressing our defence at all now. Obviously down to 10 men. So, to be fair to them, I'd probably do the same. So you get to about 75, 80 minutes and then go for it. If you're still in it, Dak's in. No. Dak smashes that in from a Garnacho through ball. That's Garnacho with 2 assists on his debut. Brilliant goal. 2-0. Comfortable now, hopefully. I'm liking this team. Good pace on the break, haven't they, with Sammy, Edozie and Garnacho. And Dak he's a very intelligent player. Nice to see him dropping off into the hole, trying to get on the ball. I like to see him on the ball more, actually. Creating a bit more. Get Ward some game time. I do like him. I think he's going to be a very good player for us. Garnacho's on a yellow card. We'll take those 2 off because I don't know, when the other team's down 1-1 down because of a red card, I just wonder, will the ref try and even it up? So hopefully take that away. Buckley into Phillips. Just heads that over. As you can see, he is a threat from set pieces. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get double figures this year, actually, I think, because we've got a good corner tactic for him. And he's quite a bit better in the air than Warren, I think. Let's get Dolan on here. It's been a good performance. Didn't start the best, obviously they had a red card, but even about 15 minutes before that, I felt like we were getting the better of them at that point. Wharton's hit that from way out, clips the bar. Not a bad effort, but I don't like it when they shoot from that far out. Dolan looking to get in the Hedges. Phillips picks that up to pick her in. Giving it away, but he wins it back. Into Buckley, Dak, Dolan. Hedges over the top to Sammy. Yeah, I was going to say I looked offside. Hedges not bad in the air actually as well, like Edozie. I think he's 6'1", but it's a nice to have that outlet, isn't it? You know, especially when your team gets put under pressure. You can't play your way out. Into injury time, 4 minutes to go. 2-0 still. Looks like we're going to be making this 2 from 2, which is a good start to the season. There we go, full time. Happy days. Brilliant start to the season. I mean, to be fair, it normally takes your team a little while to get used to your tactics and things, to sort of be picking up results early. Just bodes very well for us, I think. Right, so I've gone and played half the season pretty much. I'm back in January, 7th of January. Show you a few transfers I've made. So we've loaned in Chong, who I think looks a really good player for us. Can play centre mid and up front and on the wing if we need him to. Still got 18 million. Little bit of wage budget, little bit of transfer budget. Projections still okay, I think. Debt's pretty much where it was, 185 million debt still to go. But I think Chong coming in is a really good player. We've got some good young players coming through. It's Jared Harlock, who's got good potential. I think Harry Leonard, yeah, he's a decent player, I think. Potential's not quite as good, but actually I like him. I think he could be a very good player. Club Info. Look at our facilities. This is one of the reasons I want to choose Blackburn, actually, because of the great youth facilities, training facilities. We're trying to strengthen that if the board will allow, but got a good stadium as well. So yeah, that was one of the reasons I picked them, because I figured they'll get hopefully some good youth players coming through. got Southampton to play in the FA Cup and knocked out by Everton in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. But, as you can see, we're 3rd in the league. Norwich running away with it. I think they're going to win. Watford probably end up getting 2nd, but we're up there challenging with them. We haven't had anyone in the top goal scoring bits yet. Only Travis really with his card. But as you can see, we're still scoring a lot of goals. Maybe that's spread around the team a bit more, which isn't a bad thing. As you can see, some good results. 3-0 against Stoke, 4-0 there against Luton, 2-0 against Wigan, I think just before that. Rotherham, we beat them 3-1. Beat Sunderland 1-0. Yeah, there's a spell of 7 games, 1 in a row, which is nice, 6 of them in the league. We had a disappointing December, didn't get a win, but then we bounced back there in January, 3-1 against Cardiff, which is nice. We've got Southampton coming up today, but as you can see, that's the squad we've been going with. Phillips is coming along lovely. I just think he's progressing brilliantly. I wish his positioning was a little bit higher. I think I might start training him in defensive positioning as well. But he looks a very good player. Already got 6 goals for the season. Got 3 in 4 games of the Carabao Cup. Right, so I've now gone and played to the end of the season. Admittedly, I've simulated quite a bit of it. But 6th of May, still 1 game left in the season. So final day of the season, we've got a better goal difference than QPR and Watford. Norwich are up, I believe. We've got a chance. We've got a chance at automatic promotion. We need QPR to slip up. We need Watford to slip up. We need us to beat Millwall. Millwall away as well, so that's not easy. But we've got a chance. I think to be in this position, last day of the season, 4th in the league with Blackburn, with this team, is actually really good anyhow. So let's hope we can get the win. Unfortunately, Dak out with cruciate ligament stats. Hate to say it, but that could be pretty much the last time you see Dak in a Blackburn shirt. Maybe, we'll see. Especially if we get promoted. I don't think he's quite good enough for the Premier League. But let's get into this game against Millwall. We need a win. Goal difference is good. So even a 1-0 win I would take. I can't see both the other teams slipping up, but you never know. Chong from Gallagher. Not a lot happening earlier on. Quite an even game. Come on, Blackburn. Let's get some encouragement into them. Millwall on the attack 4, but it puts that over. I suppose the one thing as well is even if we don't get automatic promotion, you're going to see us in a playoff run, aren't you? So maybe you can judge by the length of the video as to what happens here, but we'll see. 4B. No. Millwall took the lead. Callum Britton on goal. He was the hero in our first game. Could be the villain in our last league game, unfortunately. It's not a good start. Watford a win as well. Apparently we're giving away too many fouls. We are, I know, but that's how we play. I don't like those instructions coming up all the time. Even when you say ignore all, it seems to come back, which is annoying. We're having more possession, but they've got the better XG. They've had one more shot than us. It's a disappointing first half. We've seen this before, me and the Man United save. And I did make a few changes and we ended up doing quite well, so I wonder if there's anything we can do here soon. Watford 2-0 up now against Stoke. That could be our chance gone, but you never know. Got to still try. Millwall playing that in. McNamara puts that over. I think we've had a chance yet, have we? Have we had a highlight yet? You've got to make some changes. Get Warren in. He's a bit more of a playmaker in that kind of role. Just deciding who to bring on here. We'll get Dolan on. We'll get Springer on and put Garnacho up front, I think. And we'll have Tyler Moore on. We want change up our sleeve, possibly. We'll go for it. Pickering on for Larius as well. All 5 changes. Garnacho probably a bit better as that attacking midfielder, but he is better from the left. So we'll keep him on the left-hand side. Now we just need to get at them. Chong looking for Gallagher. Oh, Gallagher, he's hit the post. That's unlucky. Keeper comes out, didn't get to it. Gallagher played it under the keeper but hit the post. Thought that was going in, to be honest. Stoke have pulled one back against Watford. That's good. So if we can get a couple goals here, we might have a chance. Let's go very attacking. This hasn't been a good game for us. Come on. Hopefully, I mean, our team still looks relatively fresh. We've had a lot of possessions. Hopefully that'll bode well for us. Maybe get a couple chances towards the end, but there's only 5 minutes to go here. It's Millwall who've got the ball. Honeyman, I do like their defenders. Jake Cooper, I think he's a very good player on this. Pickering, sliding in, win it back, but then Springer just gives it away to Shackleton. Yeah, but look, just puts that over. I think Watford is still beating Stoke as well. Callum Britton's under a 6 rating, 5.9 there, I think. Awful game from him. Maybe should have took him off. In hindsight. But there we go, final whistle. Millwall win in what was a poor match, unfortunately. But, like I said at the start of the game, it's still a good season, I think. I mean, feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but I do think it's a good season to get Blackburn. Well, I'm assuming we'll have finished 4th there. That's not bad. We're into the playoffs. Hopefully, we can go through in the playoffs. But let's see. I'll bring you back for the playoffs soon. Right, so this is the playoff final. So we got through to the final. 29th of May, we're playing Hull. Has us down as the away team, which I'm not too sure why, but it's at Wembley, obviously. So let's see how we get on. It's the team we're going with, though. Britton isn't fully fit, but we've got Gallagher, Sammy, Dolan, Buckley, Wharton, Hedges, Larius, Wharton, Phillips, Britton, Kaminsky. First brothers to play in the championship final, maybe playoff final, I don't know, maybe. But let's see how we get on. Dak's obviously still injured with the cruciate ligament, still going to be out for I think another 3 months. So that is disappointing, but I think in Sammy and Gallagher we've got 2 decent strikers, good enough to beat Hull on our day. Let's just hope that day's today. Dolan looking for Sammy, puts his head on that. Easy for the keeper. I think he could have let that let that drop a little bit more and try to volley it in. Phillips wins that. Buckley doesn't though. All on the attack with Pelkas. Guys, whipped that into Vale, and Buckley was too forceful with him, so they've got a penalty. We need some heroics from Kaminsky here. No, he's been sent the wrong way by Surrey, ex-Fulham player, I think, if my memory serves. Disappointing start. Come on, Blackburn. Gallagher turns away from his man in. Adam Wharton, look for Hedges, but Hull defended well. Look to get out here with Pelkas. Larius wins it back. Dolan back to Wharton into Buckley on the Larius. Over the top there for Sammy. Defender blocks it. Hedges still got it though into Sammy. Back to Hedges. Come on. Defender does well again. Wharton there. Back to his brother Scott Wharton. Larius now into Dolan. Dolan's in. Keeper saves it this time. We're only 10 minutes in. We're definitely having a go at them. It looks a lot better than our Millwall performance. At least we're having chances. Gallagher there. Uses his strength to keep hold of the ball. Wharton over the top for Dolan. First time, but he hits it wide. Could he have cut that back for Sammy? %62 possession. We've had 4 shots. They've had 2. They've only had 1 on target, which obviously penalty the goal. Their XG is 0.8, 7.99 now. But that's exaggerated with the penalty. So I think apart from that, we've been the better team. But we need a goal. We need some magic from somewhere. Maybe a set piece into Phillips. He's into double figures now for this season. They're on the attack. It's good defensive header. Gallagher wins it as well. On to Wharton. Sammy there. Hedges. Looking for Sammy. Sammy's in. And he scored. It's a lovely finish for him. 17th goal of the season. Get in. Back in it. All square. I feel like we deserved that. I feel like, yeah, it should be at least a draw at the moment. I think, and this could be a jinx, but I think we look like the stronger team here. Dolan's done alright, but they've only got him at 6.8. He's got a yellow card, so that might be something we need to look at. Britton, a right back, hasn't played well. This is him with the throw in into Sammy. Loses out to Surrey. Oscar's in. Oscar, a stupid man, I think. And he scored. Defender and keeper have done really awful there. 2-1 to Hull now. Got it all to do again. What looks like the second half, because I don't think we're going to get another chance this half. Yeah, we're into half time. Tremendous match so far, the game's saying, which it is, I suppose. Disappointing, but it has been a good game. No changes, straight into the second half. I still think we've been the better team. Stats might not show that, but they've just had 2 very good chances, obviously one being a penalty. We've got a corner here. Can we find Phillips? We can't. He skims the top of the bar. A massive threat from corners. Now we're going to have to make some changes. It's only half an hour to go. Who do we bring on? Guessing Chong has to come on, doesn't he? We'll have Chong on there for Gallagher. Springer on for Dolan. Now this might look slightly counterproductive if that's the right phrase. But I know, like, we need a goal. And what I'm going to do is drop the midfielders a bit deeper. I just feel like that'll control the game better, mean that we can press or maintain our attacks and our press better. Could be the wrong decision, we'll see. But from what I've seen, I just think that'll help us have multiple attacks in a row rather than just one chance and then Hull get out. Yeah, Buckley wins it back. Hedges to Buckley. Chong. Got a bit more space in there now, hasn't he, to do what he needs. Hull win that. Good header from Wharton. Larius to Hedges. Back to Wharton, looking over the top for Sammy, but he loses out. Britton hasn't played well at right back, so I just don't think I've got anyone to bring on for him. Oscar's in again, but Kaminsky saves that very well. Still 2-1 to Hull. They've got a corner. Surrey whips that in, but Kaminsky, brilliant keeper. Right, let's win this. Warren does into his brother Adam Warren. Looking for Chong. Oh, Chong smashes it off the crossbar. I thought that was going to be a goal. Come on, Blackburn. 20 minutes to go. We're losing 2-1 in the playoff final. We've gone very attacking. Just need a goal. From anywhere. Bit of magic from anywhere. We've got a highlight here. Larius into Buckley. To Hedges. That's a good defensive header, but we're resetting it. Buckley lost out there, but can we win it back quickly? Britton tried. Wharton does though. Phillips over the top for Hedges. Good win on to Sammy. Been clattered into forcefully there. That's a red card. Red card for Greaves. It's laid on, but it could give us a chance. Wharton whips that in. Surrey, plenty time here. Come on, let's get at them. Hull looking to break away. Pelkas gets the header, but Larius picks that up. Into Buckley. Looking over the top for Sammy. Can't get there. Come on, win that back. Well done by Chong. Great. Sammy over the top for Springer. He's onto it. Can he get that into Chong? He can. That's a goal. 2-2. Gets in. Let me know what you think. We're dropping those defenders, those midfielders back. I think it's helped a little bit. I think it's helped us, like I say, maintain the attacks better, stop the counter attacks from Hull. But maybe the fact that they've got a red card's helped more, to be fair. 2 minutes to go, plus injury time. They're down to 10 men. You've got to make us favourites now, haven't you, I think? Some tired legs out there, but we've got some substitutions to place that could work well for us. Got Pickering on there, left back. Just freshening it up a little bit. Into injury time, 4 minutes to go. Oh, Hull have got a highlight here. We need to win this ball back. We do. Good block by Britton into Hedges. Switch to positive, which won't kick in just yet, but I suppose they're down to 10 men. Got our goals, so we can take our time a bit, tire them out. But Chong's in here. Oh, I thought he was. Pickering picks it up. Whips that in up for Chong again. Defender does well. Pickering on it again to spring it to Chong. Oh, I thought he'd scored again. Almost a carbon copy of the equaliser. Good save, to be fair, from the keeper. Good defending. Oh, Wharton loses out. That's not good. Britain win that back. He's trying. He holds him up at least. It's Sammy working hard for the team. Chong's looked a massive threat since he's come on, just with his pace. Come on, let's press them. They're down to 10 men in that. Pickering does win it into Hedges, to Wharton, to spring it, to Chong. It's a great goal. Pretty much like the equaliser. That seems to be working very well. That's got to be it, 95th minute. It is. Final whistle. Brings a classic to an end. That's us. And we've been promoted through the playoffs. Man, what a great final that was. Chong, a brilliant player. Good signing to come in. I know he's only on loan. But, yeah, what a player. Happy days. We're going to the Premier League. Now I suppose the real challenge starts, doesn't it? To see what we can do in the summer. There we go. Confirmation. Sammy ends his goal drought. Chong, 85th minute and then 95th minute. Brilliant. As you can see, we did start the season well. We're up at second, but still finished fourth. Good season. So, we've been given 38 million to spend with a 500 wage budget, which isn't too bad, because I think we're only spending about 250 currently, are we? So, 272. So, yeah, there's something work we can do there. Let me know if you've enjoyed this. Remember, like and subscribe. And take care, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.